Hello viewers. Today we will discuss integration by method of substitution. So before starting this lecture, basically you should know some more important antiderivatives which are given as, you can note it by point-wise point. Integral dx upon square root of 1 minus x square. So basically you have to find a function whose differentiation is 1 divided by root 1 minus x square. So it is quite obvious. Function will be sine inverse x plus c. But as we know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. One more thing, here x will be from -1 to +1. It is quite obvious. So as we know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So if you are going to replace sine inverse x in term of cos inverse x, then it will be pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. And you can add pi by 2 in this constant c. So it is again constant, right? So you can write this antiderivative as minus cos inverse x plus constant of integration is k, right? Now you have to write antiderivative of this function dx upon 1 plus x square. So you know derivative of tan inverse x is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So you can write it like tangent inverse x plus c. But as per identity of inverse trigonometry, we know that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is pi by 2. So again, you can replace tan inverse x by pi by 2 minus cot inverse x. So you can write it like minus cot inverse x and pi by 2 plus c. Suppose this is again k, some new constant. Next one, integral dx divided by x square root of x square minus 1. Basically, in actual formula, if I am going to differentiate secant inverse x, then here instead of x, there is modulus x. Why? Because secant inverse x is always strictly increasing function, right? And this integral, this antiderivative is defined if and only if x should be greater than 1 or should be smaller than -1. So this is basically secant inverse of x plus c, or simply you can write minus cosec inverse x plus k, because secant inverse x plus cosec inverse x is pi by 2. So basically you can replace secant inverse x by pi by 2 minus cosec inverse x. It is minus cosec inverse x plus pi by 2 plus c, and we have already assumed that pi by 2 plus c is some new constant which is k, right? Now we will move towards integration by method of substitution. So here we will substitute one variable into other variable. So basically here I am going to replace one variable in term of some other variable. That's why sometimes this method is also known as method of change of variable. Now let's suppose there is an integral I equals integral fx dx. And if I replace x by some new variable, let's suppose psi t. Let x equal some new variable, means basically I am going to substitute x as psi t. One thing you should know that psi t should be continuously differentiable function. Psi t should be continuously differentiable function. Continuously differentiable function. So you can write dx as psi prime t dt. So now after changing the variable x as psi t, we can write integral I as integral f of psi t psi prime t dt, right? And after the final outcome, basically you have to put t as psi inverse xy, because you have taken x as psi t. So you can write t as psi inverse x, right? So now if we will see integral fx dx, then it looks like after changing the variable, integral f of psi t psi prime t dt. Similarly, if you wants to integrate this one, then you have to opt reverse approach. Means basically you have to put in this case psi t equal to x, then it will become f of x dx, you know. So means you can use this technique in reverse order also. Now we will see some examples. Let us consider we have to integrate integral 2x plus 3 cube root of 3x plus 1 dx. So basically you want to integrate this function, so you have to convert this integrand in the simplest form as per our prior discussion. So you have to make this integral, this integrand, free from the radical sign. So basically you have to replace 3x plus 1 by t cube. If here is fourth root, then you have to write 3x plus 1 as t to the power 4. Fifth root, then t raised to the power 4. Nth root, then t raised to the power n, like this. So now you can write 3 dx as 3t square dt, right? Means dx as t square dt. Now after changing the variable, you can write this integral as basically here you have to put 3x plus 1 as t cube. So t cube root is basically t, and dx is t square dt. Now you have to write 2x plus 3 in term of t. So for that, what you have to do, you have to calculate x in term of t. So x is t cube minus 1 divided by 3. So now you can write this overall integral as integral 2 into t square minus 1 whole divided by 3 plus 3, right? Basically, here I put x as t cube minus 1 divided by 3. So you will get 2 into t square minus 1, sorry, t cube minus 1 divided by 3 plus 3 into t square dt. Now you can see it is very simpler form and you can very easily integrate this one. So after simplifying, you will get 2 times t cube 9 minus 2 is plus 7 t cube dt whole divided by 3. Means you can write 1 divided by 3 integral 2t raised to the power 6 plus 7t cube plus 7t cube dt. Now as you know that integral follows the distributive law, so you can distribute. See, it is integral to t raised to the power 6 dt plus integral 7t cube dt. Now after integrating, you will get 2t raised to the power 7 divided by 7 plus 7 t raised to the power 4 divided by 4 plus constant of integration is c. Now basically finally you have to put t in term of x. So basically t is, you can see 3x plus 1 or raised to the power 1 divided by 3. So after putting t in term of x, we will get 1 divided by 3, 2 upon 7, 3x plus 1 raised to the power 7 divided by 3 plus 7 divided by 4, 3x plus 1 raised to the power 4 divided by 3 plus constant of integration is. Now we will move towards other problem. One more thing. It is not mandatory that you have to solve this problem only by method of substitution. Also, you can solve this problem by basic method of transformation. So you can solve this problem. This is your homework. What you have to do, basically, here inside the radical sign, our function is 3x plus 1. So you have to make outside the radical sign function in term of 3x plus 1. Then you can very easily integrate that one, right? So basically you have to try. Now we'll consider another example. Integral x square plus 3 dx upon square root of 2x minus 5 whole cube. Now you have to make the whole integrand free from the radical signs. So you can see here 2x minus 5. We have here 2x minus 5 whole raised to the power 3 divided by 2. So you have to remove 1 by 2 power. So for that, what you have to do, you have to substitute 2x minus 5 as t square, right? Now you can write 2 into dx equal to 2t dt. So basically you can write dx as t dt. Now you have to calculate x in term of t. So which is t square plus 5 divided by 2. Now you can change the variables very easily. So you can write this overall integral as x square means t square plus 5 divided by 2 whole square plus 3. And dx is t dt upon tq. Now you can very easily integrate that function. So now basically we have to expand the square. So it is t raised to the power 4 plus 25 plus 10t square. T raised to the power 4 plus 25 plus 10t square, and 4 into 3 is 12. So plus 12 whole divided by 4t cube whole divided by 4t cube t dt. So now you can see after multiplying by t, you will get t square upon 4 plus 25 divided by 4t square plus 10 divided by 4 plus 12 divided by 4 t square. Dt. Now let's again simplify this one. So you will get t square divided by 4. 12 plus 25 is basically 37 divided by 4 t square plus 5 divided by 2 dt. Now you can integrate this one very easily. So this is basically t cube divided by 12 minus 37 divided by 4t plus 5 divided by 2t plus constant of integration is k, or you can put here c. Now basically you have to put t in term of x. So t is basically square root of 2x minus. Now you have to put t as 2x minus 5 raised to the power 1 divided by 2. So your final answer will be 2x minus 5 raised to the power 3 divided by 2 upon 12 minus 37 divided by 4 minus 37 divided by 4, and t is basically square root of 2x minus 5 plus 5 divided by 2, and t is square root of 2x minus 5. Now let's move towards the other problem. So next problem is you have to integrate integral x square minus 1 dx whole divided by x raised to the power 4 plus 3x square plus 1 into tangent inverse x square plus 1 divided by x. Now you have to integrate this one. Now where we have to attack to convert this in the simplest form. So let's see argument inside the tangent inverse, which is x plus 1 divided by x. Now, if I am going to let x plus 1 by x something, let's suppose this is t, then we can write minus 1 by x square dx as dt. So basically, we have to convert our numerator in this format. So for that, what you have to do, basically you have to divide in numerator and denominator by x square. So after dividing numerator and denominator by x square, you will get 1 minus 1 divided by x square dx upon x square plus 1 divided by x square plus 3. And here tangent inverse x plus 1 divided by x. Now you can see, you can write your numerator as dt, and you have to convert denominator also in term of t. So for that, what you have to do, you have to squaring both side in this x plus 1 by x whole square equals t square. So you can write x square plus 1 divided by x square as t square minus 2, right? Now in this way, you can change the variable, and now you are in position to convert this overall integrand in quite simpler format. It looks like dt upon t square plus 1 tangent inverse t. Now again let tangent inverse t equals something. Why? Because you can see 1 divided by 1 plus t square is basically differentiation of tangent inverse t, right? So now differentiate both sides with respect to t, then you will get 1 divided by 1 plus t square equals du upon dt. Means you can write du as dt upon, now you can see dt upon t square plus 1 can be replaced by du, and you have already assumed tan inverse t as u. So basically this overall integral can be written as du divided by u. After integrating, you will get ln modulus u plus constant of integration is c. U is tangent inverse t. So you have to replace u in term of t. Now it is ln modulus tangent inverse t plus c. Now again you have to replace t by x plus 1 by x. It is ln modulus tangent inverse x plus 1 divided by x plus c. So this is your final answer. Let's consider another problem. Integral dx upon cos inverse x is square root of 1 minus x square. Now you have to integrate this one. So you can see derivative of cos inverse x is basically minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. So here you will get some advantage if you substitute cos inverse x in term of t or u, whatever you need. So let cot inverse x equals t. So now you can write minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square dx as dt. Means you can write dx upon square root of 1 minus x square as minus dt. So now you can write integral dx upon, sorry, dt upon t raised to the power 5. Basically, I am going to replace dx upon square root of 1 minus x square by minus dt. Sorry, here is minus dt upon t raised to the power 5. Now you can write this integral as minus dt upon t raised to the power 5. So after integrating, you will get 1 divided by 4 t raised to the power 4 plus constant of integration is k. Now you have to substitute t in term of cos inverse x. It is 1 divided by 4 plus k, right? Now we will consider next problem. So basically now we have to integrate integral sin x upon square root cos x dx. So again, agenda is quite straightforward. You have to remove a radical sign from here. So for that, you have to put cos x as t square. Now you can write minus sin x dx as 2t dt. It means you can write sin x dx as minus 2t dt. So finally you can write sin x as and dx as minus 2t dt whole upon t square root, which is basically t. So you can cancel t. Now after integrating, you will get minus 2t plus constant of integration is k. Now you have to put t in term of cos x. So minus 2 is square root of cos x plus k. So this is your final answer. Now I will give you some assignment. You can solve all these problems. You have to integrate, this is homework, 1 plus ln x whole divided by 3 plus x ln x dx. Second problem, you have to integrate cube root 1 plus ln x divided by x dx. Next problem, you have to integrate integral ln x plus 1 divided by ln x dx. Next one, you have to integrate integral x raised to the power 5 dx upon square root of 1 minus x square. Next, cos raised to the power 5x square root of sin x dx. And last one, integral ln x dx whole divided by x square root of 1 plus ln x. So in next class, we will continue same topic. Thank you.